Dear members, you are most welcome to this presentation on Kolb's experiential learning cycle and the CBC. So who is this gentleman, David Kolb? We have talked about him so much in most of our books. So this David A. Kolb, an American education theorist, is a man who developed the experiential learning cycle. He believed that knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. This is why it is relevant and highly relevant to the Uganda Competence-Based Curriculum, CBC, which focuses a lot on skills, values, application, rather than rote memorization. So as we move further, we're going to get so many other, a lot of other things which have been done. Now let's look at the 4 stages of Kolb's cycle. Kolb believes that learning is a continuous cycle where learners experience, reflect, think, and apply. Teachers should guide learners through all 4 stages to deepen understanding and make knowledge very practical. And I think you can go through the illustrations here to ensure that you get it very, very well. So number 1 here, it looks at experience, concrete experience by doing. 2, reflective observation, here some kind of reflection. And then abstract conceptualization, thinking, and then active experimentation, applying. So the 4 stages of Kolb's cycle are clearly explained here. So if you look at some kind of experience, concrete experience, kindly keep referring to these illustrations here to understand the concept very well. So our CBC emphasizes starting from what learners already know. Agriculture is familiar in Uganda, maybe apart from children who are in cities, but those in rural areas and a number of homes, they understand agriculture. So by planting maize, learners connect classroom learning with real life learning. This step provides the foundation for building scientific concepts. So learners start with hands-on, they do real-life activity. Take the example agriculture, planting maize in a school. So relate this to real learning, not just taking students to the garden to plant maize as a punishment, but there's no connection with the learning going on. Let's look at stage 2, which is reflective observation. After completing the activity, learners reflect on what they saw. They share experiences from home and ask why the results were different. Here, teachers come in to guide discussions by asking probing questions and recording observations, linking learners' real-life experiences with the school knowledge. So learners think critically about what happened, and then they go on discussing why some maize seeds did not germinate. So they compare here, and there is some learning which has taken place. Let's look at stage 3, which is abstract conceptualization. At this stage, learners, I'm talking about this stage 3 here, learners discover principles from their reflections. For example, they understand germination needs water, oxygen, and viable seeds. But what's the role of a teacher here? So a teacher simply helps to explain farming practices like mulching, improving the soil conditions. So abstract ideas grow from real experiences. So there we connect and we move to a very, very good level. So teacher introduces germination factors like water, air, but students go ahead and implement what we are talking about. And then we go to stage 4, which is active experimentation. So learners design and conduct experiments. predicting results based on what they learned earlier. They test knowledge in new situations, then apply it to solve real life problems. So in our CBC, this is where learners become innovators, not just learners. And the process continues. Even as adults, this is what we go through on a daily basis. You don't find things which are already aligned like the way we have been learning. We are given problems at every level, and then we get experience from it. And when we come to just have an example here, so in this example of in chemistry, so this is how Kolb's cycle plays out in CBC. Learners do real activities. They reflect, they learn the science, they apply it at home, and this ensures learning is practical, relevant, and very, very empowering. So most of the examples they carry out, most of the experiments they carry out, they observe, they discuss why water looks different. For example, in the chemistry experiment, they also become active in experimentation. So learners should filter using sand, charcoal, and cotton. And what is the teacher's role? The teacher explains impurities and also helps somehow to clarify some of the misunderstandings. So Kolb's cycle strengthens CBC by ensuring learners not only gain knowledge, but also understand, reflect, and apply it. It makes lessons more meaningful and builds problem solvers who are going to be solving most of the problems we have in society. So, in summary, we are saying Kolb's theory fits in our CBC. It's learner-centered. It connects school to community. It builds critical thinking and creativity. It encourages teamwork and responsibility and moves from knowledge